Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the J.A.B podcast. We are full doc today, joined by Ben, joined by Josh. Nobody's missing for today. How are you guys today?
I'm doing great.
That's good. All right, we're just going to jump right into it then. So football, there's not really much going on in the world of the NFL, but we did recently have our fantasy football rookie draft. So we'll be recapping that for you guys today.
Damn right.
Josh, you had the first pick out of us, so we'll kind of just let you go over your draft and give your thoughts on it.
The first four picks of us.
Yeah. Yep, I gotta find it.
This is awkward.
Oh,
Well, I couldn't find a way to look.
Do you want me to read it off for you then?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I couldn't find a way to look at the draft board.
So Josh started off with the second overall pick in the first round. He took Jahmyr Gibbs.
Damn
And
right.
then he got Anthony Richardson, Quentin Johnson, Roschon Johnson.
Oh my god, this is so amazing.
Then he got Marvin Mims, Tank Dell,
Ooh. It's the masterclass over here.
Jake Moody, Brenton
No, you can
Strange.
stop there. You can stop there. Those are just random picks at the end.
So that was his draft.
Very good
Yeah.
draft, Josh. But
Best
you
draft.
did give up a lot
the
of
thing.
draft capital to move up
But here's the
in the
thing.
first round.
Here's the thing, Ben. Every single one of these picks is the exact player I wanted at every round. I
Okay.
traded up for Roschon Johnson. That's what I traded up for. And then I was trying to trade up again so I can make sure I got Marvin Mims. None of you guys wanted to trade down with me, and I got him at my original pick, which even better. And then Tank Dell, I don't know how he fell to me again in the next fifth round. Like,
He wouldn't have fell if Chase Brown was on the board in the third.
yeah, well, he was.
I wish I had
You're
a
right.
third or fourth round pick.
Somebody would have been smart and taken Chase Brown to Kendrick
Adam,
Miller, Tank Bigsby.
Adam, I would have been smart enough, but I didn't have a pick.
Well,
Third or
you
fourth.
obviously weren't smart enough because you
What are you
traded it
saying?
away.
No, because I like the trades. I'm paying for the trades now. But
What was
I
the
still
trade?
like who I got. Huh?
What trade did you make?
I don't recall.
It was
how I
probably
lost
something
those.
pre-draft, like way
Yeah, it was
pre-draft,
way
like
pre-draft.
last season.
That was
Yeah,
probably a trade with me, and I'd probably trade your pick away.
maybe.
Because I traded Justin Eckler.
Yeah, those were first and seconds going back too, though.
I don't know what pick we're talking about. You
I don't
traded.
know
but
either.
Doesn't matter. Okay, Adam, what was your draft?
So I had actually Ben had a pick before me, so if we want to, Ben, you want to do your
Oh,
draft
I'll
first?
go.
Or? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go.
Do you have your
So,
draft up? I don't have to read it.
I have the players I can kind of remember.
Okay.
So first round I had the sixth pick, which was, in my head, probably the worst position to be in the draft. Because it's right in between a tier break, so I either have to reach for someone, or just kind of take what I got. So I took
What
what
did
I
you do?
got at Jordan Addison at 6.
It's not a
Josh
bad
was a
pick.
bitch and didn't
Yeah.
let me have QJ.
Yeah. Sorry.
I was really
Addison better, so it's fine.
no chance in hell.
Just wait, you'll see.
So I really wanted to go tight end at 6, but with Addison being, in my eyes, a top 6 player, I had to take him. I was kind of thinking that Josh wouldn't take a quarterback. I don't know why, but Josh took Richardson.
I
think-
wouldn't have it. Any of the other quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Thought he wouldn't take Richardson. That's
I thought he would wait till 9, because I don't think anyone else would have took Richardson. to be
I think
honest with
someone
you.
would have.
Probably, but that was my personal.
Just one QB league, and I have 5 QBs, but
Yeah. So, anyways, so I took Addison at 6th overall, and then my next pick was at 12 overall, and I kind of reached on a tight end still, because I still wanted a top one, so I took Sam Laporta. I think he's gonna break out. Iowa tight ends
you were
always
hating
do
on the
well.
pick a month ago.
Huh?
Weren't you hating on that pick?
It is what it is now. I have to like
Rewind,
it.
Adam. Put the clip in, please.
I don't think we ever hated on Sam Laporta. We hated on Jahmyr Gibbs and Jack Campbell.
I think Ben did. I think Ben might have. Put the clip in.
I
if
don't.
I'm wrong,
I
put
don't
the
know
clip-
anything.
They got Sam Laporta. I don't like that pick. That's the one I don't like.
Thing about Sam Laporta. How do I hate on him? Anyways.
You're
All right,
talking-
and then I didn't have a pick till the 5th round. So I had 2 picks in the 5th round. I believe I took Michael Wilson and Sean Tucker. I'm not sure which order.
That was the correct
And then
order.
that was the correct order.
Yes.
Okay. And I don't think I had a 6th round pick either because Josh took that one for some reason.
Damn right.
But I'll highlight my free agents just so I can share all my players. Chris Rodriguez on the Commanders. I like that. I think he's got some potential. Maybe it's kind of a long shot. A.T. Perry with New Orleans. He's a 6'5" solid receiver. And Zach Kuntz, another tight end.
Beast.
That's kind
I'm
of like
surprised
a
he's not undrafted.
yeah. I'll take another tight end. Hopefully
I
one
must
of them
be-
pans out. I have Kelsey, so I don't really need a tight end right now. But I was looking to, really have one of the best tight end duos in the league. So that concludes my part.
All right, I guess that brings us into my draft then. I won the league, so I had the last pick the first round. No big deal.
Shut up.
Oh.
You went over.
All right. Anyways, yeah.
you went over
Technicalities.
technicality.
Well,
for
it's
the
not my
record.
fault. Someone
If
decided.
Damar Hamlin, didn't have that accident, you don't win.
Yeah, I agree.
That is fact.
But he did,
Just saying.
and you all agreed to do it the way we did it. And
It's
T.
still-
Higgins
it's still-
shat the bed in the last week.
Hey,
Not my
This
fault.
is it. There's an asterisk. There's an asterisk in the record books.
Good thing the championship was for absolutely
Just
nothing.
like
that year.
LeBron.
Good thing
Just like
the
LeBron.
championship didn't
Well,
matter at all.
Yeah.
Still asterisk. You can't brag about it though. So
You can still brag about an asterisk.
no, but I don't. I won't accept it.
LeBron fans brag about his 20.
The Astros brag about their asterisks all the time.
What's
So
What's different about that, man?
It's still an asterisk. There's no fans. I mean,
Why?
anyways, this is off topic, Josh.
No, yeah, I agree. A completely different topic. But there actually is an asterisk because Adam would have lost. Like it's a fact.
I mean, you don't know. The game only went a drive and a half.
Yeah.
T. Higgins could have tore his ACL. You never know.
It's kind of fucked up to say that, Adam.
I'm not saying I wish he did. I'm just saying anything could happen. Josh Allen could have done the same thing. Who knows?
More fucked up.
Are you guys loving the sub memes right now? Or is it too soon?
The what?
Submarine memes?
Oh, I mean, I don't
Right,
really
what?
care. I think
No.
they're stupid for going in that shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, so with the last pick of the first round, I took Michael Mayer, stolen from Ben. He's kind of salty about that.
Yep.
It was fine
I should've
because
felled him.
Tristan took my other tight end, so you can be mad at Tristan.
Yeah, I am.
If
He's
Tristan didn't
supposed to
take a
run
tight
it
end, it
back.
would all fell perfectly for you.
Yeah, it would have. So mad.
And
Could have had
then
freaking. Could have had what? Kincaid or Meyer at 12?
yeah, and then I ended up trading up into the. Well, I originally traded away my second round pick, but then I traded for John's second round pick, which was from someone else. Anyways, with that pick, I took Zach Charbonnet. At that pick, I was between Charbonnet or a chain, but I took Charbonnet because I have Kenneth Walker, so I felt the handcuff was more valuable to my team than a chain.
Drafting a backup in the second round.
Yeah, but a backup for someone who I have the starter of. So
Yeah, but
Yeah, he locked in the production.
okay, but here's the thing, Adam.
I'd rather have him.
Proof now.
I'd rather
But
have
out of the
him.
two- okay, but out of the two, you have one starter. You don't have the possibility of two starters. That's my point. Or
That's fine.
You maybe, but I doubt it.
I already have Nick Chubb. I already have.
And you
James
also have the
Conner.
possibility for zero starters. No.
I wouldn't flex James Conner.
I'm just saying those are starters, though.
James
So I
Conner,
don't
fuck
need Charbonnet to start for me.
Yeah, but I just think that's.
And a chain's not a guaranteed starter either
Adam,
because
Adam.
the Dolphins
I
are a top
mean-
team to land Delvin Cook.
Hey, do you agree that it lowered the chance of Kenneth Walker being better? The fact that they drafted him.
I mean, obviously, it's going to take away from his carries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but do you also
workload.
think that it limits Charbonnet's ceiling?
Well,
Fantasy?
I think one of them's going to
I
get
think so,
hurt
though.
eventually. I hate to say that, but I
Yeah,
think
but
one of
that's
them's
my
going to get
point,
hurt.
though.
I mean, yeah,
Why would
Kenneth
you
Walker got hurt last year, so I just drafted him for a handcuff. It's always smart to have have
Yeah.
running backs
I guess,
handcuff on your
I
team.
just think-
That's
I
why.
think that
That's why Ben
that's kinda
wanted.
crazy.
Or Ben, you have
That's
Joe
why
Mixon,
I wanted
right?
QJ, yeah.
Ben, do you
What
have
was
Joe
that?
Mixon?
Do you have Ben?
Yes, I have Joe.
Yeah, that's why you want Chase Brown too, probably.
Yeah, I wanted
Okay,
Chase Brown,
That's
but
different
Adam
because he's a
was
running
bench.
back, and Joe Mixon's 30 years old and not good.
I should have tried trading up into like the 4th round. Whatever.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's what I was trying to get in the third and fourth, like the whole time.
And then next pick, where was my next pick? I don't even remember. My third round pick. I got Chase Brown, as we said earlier. And then the 4th round, I got Dontavian Wicks. That was kind of just, I like him. He's a Packer.
Good pick. Good pick.
A little bit of bias,
good pick.
probably overreach, but it is what it is.
Steve Smith Sr. said he's the most pro-looking wide receiver out of the whole class.
That's
Something
what
like that.
that's what I like to hear.
Something like that.
And then with my last pick, I took Tyler Scott
Who's that?
from the Bears. I don't know. There's a lot of Bears fans out there saying that he's gonna
I've never heard of him.
What
be
position is
wide
he?
receiver.
Oh, okay.
Defense.
They also have DJ Moore and Chase Claypool now, but still
They
solid.
drafted them?
Hmm?
I said they drafted them?
No,
Oh.
they just have them on their
Can we
team.
talk about Trey auto drafting for a bunch of defensive players though?
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about it, Adam.
So
I
what
don't-
round was
I
that?
don't wanna
Like
go
the
too
second
hard.
round?
I don't want to go too hard.
The third. Well, he didn't have a second round pick, but yeah, the third round. He literally
round.
made his Bijan Robinson pick and then just pretty much auto drafted the rest of the draft.
He didn't even make the Bijan Robinson pick.
Yeah, he did. He snuck in at like the last second.
Yeah, he made it in the last 5 seconds.
Well, you gave him 5 minutes and 2-minute pick.
I did not give him 5 minutes.
No, it just kind of whatever.
Questionable.
I started the
But-
draft and then he came in and.
Well, he would have auto drafted him Bijan anyways.
You're right.
but-
He would have.
I just don't get it because I was trying to trade with him for picks. If he was going to auto draft, why would he not trade me these picks? Or at least
Well,
trade it back?
Like I said in the chat, he's gonna have one of the best defenses in the league. I don't know if
No.
it's gonna translate to fantasy points,
I don't
but
think he will.
no, I don't know.
But because they're rookies, like
Yeah, I might try trading Trey some talent for some picks because I don't think he values his second round.
no, he
picks very
does.
high.
Then. He wouldn't trade me picks.
Yeah,
That's my point. I just don't understand.
yeah,
why
he
he wouldn't-
values them, but he doesn't use them. Interesting.
Yes, he values them. He goes, I'll auto draft.
Well, he traded his second rounder to John.
To me,
No, it was to.
but
Did
to
he
me,
have
and I
back-to-back
traded-
third
I
round
traded
picks that
Bijan.
got auto drafted? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I don't know. I traded.
No, he
Bijan.
auto drafted Will Anderson and then drafted Josh Downs.
That's a good pick, but
It
he had like
is,
5.
'cause I
auto
wanted
drafts.
Josh Downs. I was hoping he'd follow me also in the third round, but he didn't. Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, I just don't get the auto draft. Just,
I think he
especially
made
defense.
3 picks and they're all offensive players.
He made 3 picks. What are the 3 picks?
I think he picked Bijan, Josh Downs, and Xavier Hutchinson. I don't feel like Xavier Hutchinson would have been an auto pick.
I don't know. I guess I don't really know for sure.
I'm excited for the next year's draft. I got 2 firsts in the next 2 years.
Already?
Yeah, I'm always excited. 2025, I'm loaded.
I couldn't tell you any players in the fucking next draft, really.
Oh, I'm not excited for players. I'm excited for the
Oh.
picks.
Blake Corum,
I'll do-
beast.
I was like, Ben's already
Maybe next
scouting.
draft.
I'm not scouting yet. No.
Yeah, Blake Corum's good.
Josh
I
is
was-
Josh, you're
Caleb
gonna
Williams.
be bad next year. You and Max are gonna be terrible. I'm gonna have 1-2
Fuck
next year.
no.
Yep.
Look
Alright.
at my team. Look at my team, Ben. It won't
In-
be bad.
Fantasy's a long season. A lot of things happen. I might be the worst team next year, and they'll be
Yeah,
sad.
yeah,
that I don't
that
have my
is
own
true.
pick. Anyways,
Facts.
Does that conclude our rookie draft?
I think it does. I think
Alright.
it does.
We'll continue with the draft theme. We'll now move on to the NBA draft. Took place last night on Thursday. Josh,
Last Thursday.
last
This
night
week.
on Thursday.
Last night,
Oh.
Thursday.
I mean, I guess it will be last Thursday when this comes out. So I guess, yeah.
That's why I emphasized the Thursday. I don't want to say last night, and then someone watched this on a Wednesday, and they're
I-
like,
I
"The
got
draft
it.
was on Tuesday?" No, on Thursday.
Okay.
But they won't think it's live when they're watching it.
Some people do, some people aren't that sharp.
Anyone who thinks this is live right now, just click off. That's
Should
all
we
I
do
got.
the should we do these trades first since
Yeah, let's
the
do the trades
trades
first.
happened first? Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't
Okay.
matter because there weren't really any picks involved in these trades that were made during the draft,
guess.
or at least
Oh.
any important ones that we're going to
Honestly,
talk
doesn't
about.
matter at all.
Let's just start with that.
Doesn't-
I think we should start with draft. I like draft. better.
Okay,
let's get it out
start
of the
with
way.
draft. Okay, Adam, start it up.
All right, well, I guess one of the bigger topics of the draft was Cam Whitmore's slide to 20?
22?
20.
20?
22 was not as.
Because
not
it was
Cam
because it was 20, and then that said 21, 22, and the Blazers had 23. I was hoping he'd make it
Yeah.
there. I mean, I had him to the Trailblazers at 3 because they need a small forward, not another guard. We'll get into that later.
That was just
but
crazy, Adam. The third pick one was crazy.
well, Brandon Miller wasn't on the board, so kind of can't.
Scoot
Mark
Henderson
Brandon.
was.
They don't need a guard. Again, we'll get into this later. It's not important right now.
I don't know. Cam Whitmore, I think he's easily a top 5 player in this draft for me.
Mhm.
But just like I said, we were talking about earlier, the injury concern and just the interviews clearly didn't go well. But Kim Whitmore, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why you don't draft a player because of that. I really don't. Personally,
The Rockets have a
he's-
really good young core now, though.
we'll be talking about it.
Oh
we
yeah.
We'll be talking about it. But yeah, what other storylines we got?
Your boy Derek Whitehead went to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, we'll be getting into that when I go over the.
Oh, okay. So we can just skip
We'll
over
go
that.
over that. Yeah, we can skip over that.
You want to talk about Imani Bates going to the Cavs?
Yeah, Imani Bates from the Cavs, probably the second biggest steal of the draft. Score,
Second round,
shooter,
49.
49th pick. That's an absolute steal. I mean, I think he could be a starter easily for this team. Biggest need is a small forward that can shoot, in my opinion. His defense is not really there at all, but we have Okoro when we need defense on the court. So I'm not really too worried, but steal. 6'10", shooter, shot creator. 49th pick. Just nothing bad about that pick at all.
All right. I mean, obviously we have to talk about the biggest surprise of the draft. Wemby going to 1. Like who would have thought that?
That one caught me off guard.
Yeah, I didn't. No one expected that.
Who would take the 7'4" that can shoot from 3 first overall? Who would do that?
He's 7'5".
He's listed at 7'4" on the NBA website, Josh. I apologize.
He's 7'5".
7'5" with shoes on. Come on, now, Ben.
My
Yeah,
bad.
Ben.
And NBA players
Hey,
always
7'5".
wear shoes, so.
Come on, Ben.
So does everyone else. So does it matter that we had the inch? Anyways,
Now that he's officially
Yeah.
on the Spurs, how good do we think the Spurs are going to be this year?
mediocre because
Mid.
Wemby's still gonna get bodied in the paint
Wemby's
for
I
at
don't
least
think
a
he will
year or
be.
two.
I don't think he will get bodied in the paint because I don't think he's going to play in center.
No, yeah, I would put him at forward too.
I think he's playing power forward, maybe even small forward, honestly. Like,
7'5"
I don't see him
point
center.
guard. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
He's
Pretty
taking the ball
close,
up the
but-
court.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not,
Give
I would
this
not put
man
him
the
at center.
ball.
especially year one. I would not. I would sign a bigger dude at center. Maybe I don't really have an example right now, but a bigger center that can handle that paint presence, especially because he doesn't really go in the paint on offense as much. He doesn't he can post up, but obviously it's not he's not going to back you down every possession. So he's in the perimeter a lot. So yeah, but good pick.
All right. And then before we get into Josh's top 3, worst 3,
And yours too.
I didn't look into it enough to have.
I can
so
do a
we're
top
just doing
3.
yours.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna do a bottom 3.
perfect.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna validate any of my decisions either.
That's fine.
All right.
Portland drafted another guard. Yay. We have 4 guards now that can't be on the court at the same time. We're wasting first-round picks on guys who can't play together. We're wasting Dame's prime. Sounds like a great idea.
He's
His
not in
prime's
prime.
gone, Adam.
He's not in his prime.
We wasted.
honest.
Okay, we wasted Dame's prime. There. Is that
Wasted.
better?
There you go.
Yeah, there we
Past
go.
tense.
Let's just be honest. Dame's not in his prime.
We're
should
wasting
know.
Dame's career. There we go.
There it is.
Honestly, at this
disagree
point,
with
just trade Dame.
I fully
So I
disagree
can
with
so I
that.
can cheer for a different team because this team doesn't know how to build an NBA team. Doesn't know how to win basketball. Doesn't know how to bring in players that can win them games. They just want to continuously build for future, and then everyone gets hurt, or they trade everyone away. So just trade Dame. Get me off this.
I
Get me
strongly
out of here.
agree with
I don't want to root for this team anymore. I'm sick of it.
What do you mean they always just build for the future? This is the first time they've ever done that.
Drafting Ant when they already have CJ. Drafting Shaden when they already have Ant
He's a
and
late
Dame.
first-round pick.
Okay, but you still got to draft for needs eventually. You still got to build your bench and build your big
That was
men.
a late first-round pick.
But they haven't drafted a big man in the first round.
Zach Collins.
Nasir Little maybe, but he hasn't done
They
anything.
drafted Zach Collins in the lottery.
Yeah, where is he now? On the Spurs, not with the Trailblazers.
Huh?
Zach Collins is on the Spurs now. He's not even playing for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, but he was drafted by the Blazers.
And obviously, it wasn't a good pick.
I'm just saying your logic's not there.
It
You
is there
drafted a
because
big man in center.
recently
They drafted a center in the lottery.
they have had bigger needs than guard. They have Dame, they have CJ. Build
Look, I'm
around
just
your
saying-
two guards. Don't keep drafting guards to come off your bench and then trade your starting guards 3 years later.
I just told you they drafted a center just a couple years ago.
It was more than a couple years ago. I was still in high school when that happened. I was like a sophomore in high school. That's like 6-7 years
I don't
ago.
think that's true at all.
You talking about Nurkic?
No,
Wait.
they traded
Zach
for
Collins.
Nurk. Zach Collins was like 2016.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They drafted a forward in the late first round.
Yeah, it was Nasir Little, but he's a bench player.
Oh, I meant Chris Murray this year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I like that pick. That pick was okay. But they need to stop
They
drafting
drafted-
guards.
They drafted a power forward last year in Jabari Walker. They drafted
Didn't play.
Nasir Little. They drafted Caleb Swanigan.
He's
This
dead.
is another center, but did they draft a center?
He hasn't. He
They
doesn't
drafted a
play.
Center.
He doesn't play, though.
He was a beast in college.
He was. I'm just saying they have tried. They don't draft guards that often. And then
Okay,
what,
let's
Shaden Sharp,
fine. The only
wasn't
good
like
players they
guard.
drafted guards. So how about let's draft some good forwards then? You can't win with two guards and no forwards. They got to do something to get forwards. This is what I'm saying. They're not getting forwards. They're building
They
guards.
signed-
Portland's
Jimmy
becoming
Grant
the guard academy, and you don't win game with two guards. You got to get forwards. You got to get other people
guard
that can play other
academy.
positions.
Shaden Sharp can easily play small forward, number one. And
But he doesn't.
he's not that good. I'm going to be honest. He's not very good. And they signed Josh Hart. They signed Jeremy Grant last year.
Josh Hart they
I don't know
traded.
what else you want to do.
Get people that they actually keep on the team. I don't know. When you have a good player, don't trade him away. I don't.
They drafted Gary Trent, trade him away.
Yep, exactly.
That's my point.
They
They're
signed
building a
Josh
team.
Hart, traded him away. If you bring a good player, just
You
keep
were-
him
you
on
were
the
happy
team.
to trade him away.
I was not because he was doing good, and then they're just like, nope, he's a good player. We don't want him.
The Blazers have drafted other players other than guards. Yeah,
It doesn't
I
feel
don't
like
know
it
what
because they never play.
They always use a
They
lot
don't
of their
start.
top picks on guards.
they don't have top picks very often.
Fair enough.
I don't think they've had a top 5 pick in at least 10 years. If they have, I can't think of it because they've been good. So
I don't know. It just doesn't like trade somebody. I don't care at this point.
yeah, I agree.
Get
Trade Dame.
get an effective forward. Is what
And
I'm
they just
saying.
drafted Chris Murray.
Again, we'll see if he's effective. I like that pick.
Yeah.
Again, I think it was a good pick, but I don't think Scoot was a
They
good pick
drafted
for
forward.
the
They
team.
drafted a forward.
You're right.
They drafted an NBA ready, older.
I never
wing.
said that the Chris Murray pick was bad.
No, but you're saying they need to draft people other than guards, and they did.
Okay, we didn't need
draft.
Scoot. We don't need Scoot Henderson right now to help us win basketball games.
Yeah,
Could use Cam Whitmore. He'll help us win basketball games.
No, he will not.
Yes, he will.
Adam, if you think Cam Whitmore is going to make any difference,
He's going to make more of a
Blazers
difference than
good.
Scoot. You know why? Because he'll start. Scoot won't start.
I don't even think he would start.
Cam Whitmore
There's
would
no
easily
way
start.
you draft someone 3rd overall and don't start him. They're gonna trade Dame.
I think Scoot's starting. I don't.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Scoot's going to start because they're going to trade one of their 4 guards. It's
Yeah.
not going to be Scoot,
Dame-
which is
Dame's
dumb.
gone.
but-
Yes,
Exactly, and they'll be a
Dame
fan
is
of a
gone.
different team, and I won't have to worry about this anymore.
good. I was gonna say good.
Because every other team knows how to build. Oh, not every other team. Obviously, we've
Not
seen.
even fucking
The
close.
Pistons don't know how to build a good team, but
I disagree with
good
that.
draft.
any team that Dame will get traded to will know how to build a good team.
I agree with Ben on that one.
What do you say?
I like.
Wait,
I
do
like
they
the
only have
Pistons
the
draft.
one pick? Wait,
I mean, they had a good draft this year, but
Sasser.
No, I
they've
think
had
that's
like
weird.
they've had a top 5 pick the last 3 years. Obviously, they're not doing something right.
Yeah, you're right. That's undeniable.
The last how many years?
3.
I
you
think
said
only
5,
2.
but
I think it's only the last 2
I said they had a
years.
top 5 pick the last 3 years,
I don't think they have. I think they had Cade and Jaden Ivey.
and then now they had Jarris Walker, or not Jarris Walker. I
But
know.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's 3 years.
Thompson.
It's 3.
Yeah, Osser.
That's what I
Say
said.
his name, Josh.
Top 5
Osser?
pick in the
Oh.
last 3
I think
years.
he said 5 years.
I said
but-
top 5 pick in the last 3 years.
Rewind.
They've had a top 5 pick the last 3 years. Obviously, they're not doing something right. Okay.
Anyways,
Ben, he said 5, right? It doesn't
I
matter.
don't-
Whatever. And then Yeah,
I'm just upset that the Magic didn't take Grady Dick for obvious reasons.
I'm not.
What are the
But
obvious reasons there been?
his name?
That
Suggs.
Suggs Dick
Jalen
relationship
Suggs?
would have been unreal, Adam.
Or Black Dick. Or Black Dick would have worked too. For just being honest here.
Yeah, if we're being honest.
But
All right.
okay, let's get into our top.
I don't think Adam liked that joke.
Why?
I don't know. Doing top 3?
Yeah. Okay. I said top 3, but I have 4 just because I couldn't cut one out. But for my bottom
Every
3,
team had a good draft. This is about to be NFL draft
Yeah.
steals all over
Oh
again.
my
no, not every team had a good draft. But I only have like 2 or 3 losses. So, okay, Ben, you want to go first? I'll see if I have. The
I'll
same
go
one.
first just because I don't know if I'll get to 3. I'll just say the ones that stood out to me. I think the Nets had a really good draft.
Okay, let's talk about the Nets. The Nets are on my list as well.
Good
Noah
list or
Clowney-
bad list?
Best list.
Oh, okay.
Noah Clowney, just crazy potential power forward. Jalen Wilson, one of the steals. I don't know how good he will be in the NBA, but he's a winner in college, averaged 20 points in college. And then Tariq Whitehead, steal of the draft,
Yep.
best player in the draft. I'm not even joking.
Better than
He's going
Wemby.
to average easy. He's going to average
Easily.
at least 25 points per game. Actually, speaking of that, I had this ready.
There it is. You said next
Go
episode.
ahead.
You said next episode would be hanging out, but
Yeah, but
close
I
enough.
couldn't find a frame because they're all like $150.
Frames are
Yeah, they're
expensive.
expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize they're $150 for that shit. Tariq Whitehead signed jersey right there. So, like, the Nets, they're actually starting to do something good. Might be, I think they're my third favorite team now. Just, I see the potential here. I see the movement. Just, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Ben, what else you got to say with the Nets? Anything else?
No, not really.
Facts.
I just
Okay.
like the players they took because I mean, Tariq Whitehead is a bucket in 2K. Like
He's amazing.
Ben's
every
basing his picks off of 2K
that's about the
Sims.
extent of
That's
my
fine.
2K
basketball
draft
knowledge,
classes.
Adam.
That's fine, Adam.
It's about the extent of my knowledge.
Speaking of that, Ben, you should get a PS5.
No.
Everyone else has one. Ben.
Please.
Come on.
Ben, you're the only one without one. One.
Let me just fucking throw it on the table and just go buy one. You're right.
Yeah, you should. Okay. You want to do your next team?
I'm gonna go with the Indiana Pacers because
Okay.
they got quite a few picks. I like the players they
Did they?
got. Yeah, a few. I don't know.
I think
What
they,
players?
most of the
What
things
players
look
did they
at,
get that you
traded.
liked?
Jarris Walker is solid. They
Mid.
obviously traded, but
I think a lot of those picks were traded.
well, I mean, they still got the player, so I'd count that as a draft.
Well, you're pretty much drafting for the other team because the trade's already kind of agreed upon.
Yeah.
You're just drafting for
No,
them
it
because
is
they can't
agreed.
make trades
No, the other team makes the pick.
official. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind the
And
Pacers draft. I think
then
it's
the
only Jarris
Rockets.
Walker,
I
though.
like the Rockets draft too.
Okay, the Rockets was one of my teams.
Sweet.
Amin Thompson, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but point guard is a clear need, especially if they're not signing James Harden. And then Cam Whitmore,
Steal.
like Adam was saying earlier, absolute steal at 20. Like they were considering drafting him at 4, and they got him at 20. Steal, I think he's really good. It's just I don't know how much he's gonna play because they drafted Jabari Smith and Tari Eason last year. Both play kind of similar positions. And then they have Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Josh Christopher, Jay Sean Tate, Kenny Martin Jr. I think there's just a major logjam at the forward and the wing position. And just, I don't know. I like the player a lot. I like the pick. It's just, I don't know what the Rockets are doing. I think they have too much talent, not enough time. And then, like, they're all under 23 years old, which you think it's good, but I think Kevin Porter Jr. needs out for sure. I think the Rockets are just gonna I just don't think he adds anything to the team. But yeah, I had the Rockets one of my winners too. Okay,
That's all I got.
I have 2 more winners. Okay, the Utah Jazz, Taylor Hendricks, Keontae George, and Bryce Sensabaugh. Just 3 of my top 10, 15 players in this draft. They fill every single need they had. Scoring with Keontae George and Bryce Sensabaugh, and then Taylor Hendricks, which can fill in the power forward spot between Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler. He can shoot. He can play defense. Perfect fit. Perfect fit. I don't know how much he's really gonna be better than a role player, but that's fine because, like you said, they got scores with other picks, and I think they just need a playmaker now. That's probably the last need, but they could get that in free agency. And then my last team for winners is the Charlotte Hornets. Brandon Miller at 2, the right pick, easily the right pick. Nick Smith Jr. I'm not the biggest fan of him ever, but the potential's there. He was hurt all this year. And the playmaking, the defense, and the scoring, he has potential to be all-around star, so they could play him at shooting guard. And then Mari Bailey, another one of the players I really liked. He fell to the second round. I think he could be a good backup. I don't really see him starting, especially on the Hornets team, but he'll be a good 6-man, maybe 7th-man, but he'll be a good backup. And then they also got James Najee, the center. So hopefully one of their centers will be good. Who knows? They drafted a couple the last couple of years, but yeah, Hornets, another winner. Adam, you got any?
No,
Okay.
not anymore, I should say.
What do you mean not anymore?
I'd
Which ones
say
do you-
my winners would pretty much be the ones you already said.
Okay.
I'd say the Rockets were definitely a winner.
Okay.
The Jazz, I think you made a good point on that.
Facts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so worst. I'll go first with one of my worst. I only have 2 worst teams. The Trail Blazers, my number 1 worst drafting team, mostly because of Dame.
Scoot Henderson.
Mostly because they still have Dame. Adam, I do agree with you. They shouldn't draft a point guard that high when you have Dame. But that's why I think they should trade Dame. Or I think they should have traded Dame before the draft or during the draft, or traded the 3rd pick for Brandon Ingram. That's what I think they should have done, personally.
Yeah.
But I think Scoot was the right pick. So, worst draft just because I just don't see the vision. And then Chris Murray, I like him a lot. It's just why the hell are you drafting him when you're drafting other players and keeping Dame or trade? I don't know. Like, if you drafted Chris Murray and kept Dame and traded the pick for Brandon Ingram or another player or Pascal Siakam or something, then I understand the pick a lot more. But Chris Murray, while drafting Scoot and keeping Shaedon Sharpe and Dame, just doesn't make any sense. The Blazers just are delusional. They don't know what they're doing. And I don't know. I just need Dame out. I need Dame out because
Same.
the Blazers with Scoot, Shaedon Sharpe, and Chris Murray as like the foundation, and then whatever they get from the Dame trade, I like that a lot. It's just right now I think the Blazers are going to be one of the worst teams in the league and have they're not going to get any better until Dame's out.
What are your thoughts on the Nets declining 3 and Simons for Mikal Bridges?
What was it?
The Nets declined the 3 pick and Anthony Simons for Mikal Bridges.
If that's true, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It is.
You have to smash 6 at. That I don't believe they did that.
They reported it during the draft, so I feel like it's true.
Mikal Bridges is not that good. I like him, but he's 27 years old. How much better is he really going to get? He's not going to average over 25 points a game, let's say. I'd say he probably averaged 20 this year, but he's not a go-to scorer on a winning team. He's simply not. He can be 2nd or 3rd option on a good team or 1st or 2nd on a decent team or a bad team. But he can play defense, but he's good, but he's not going to get much better. Like, let's just be honest with that. But Anthony Simons, I don't give a shit about that, honestly. Like, I don't think he's really that good. He's decent, but
He's a good shooter.
that's not fleeing me.
That's about it.
What?
So he's a good shooter.
Yeah, but
that's about it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to pay him. I would not want to pay him crazy money. He doesn't play defense. He's not really a playmaker. He can score, but I think he can get better scoring options for cheaper. Especially, like I said, he basically is just a shooter, but I would not be paying a shooter however much he's making, like what, $25 million a year?
Oh.
Whatever it is. But the Nets should have accepted that if that's true. But or a different trade. Or a different trade for like a couple lottery picks, like maybe 6 and 11 to the Magic. I say trade 6 and 11 to the Magic for Mikal Bridges. or the Jazz, something like some kind of trade like that for a couple picks in the lottery. That's what I would have done. Okay, Ben, do you have any worst?
No, not really. I like.
Okay,
I mean, yeah, no, not really.
I have one more worst. I mean, this draft, I feel like most teams, honestly, I feel like did pretty well for.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Right now, you think teams did well until you realize they all suck.
Yeah, but you can't really judge it based off like I don't know. I'm judging it based off what their needs are, what players I think fit. I mean, I think most teams did pretty well. Like the Nuggets did well, but like they just drafted winning older players. I mean,
With the
The
Nuggets
Bucks
NBA
did
draft.
amazing.
what?
With the Nuggets draft.
They drafted Hunter Tyson. They drafted Jalen Pickett, Julian Strother.
Oh yeah. Strother.
It's like they
That's
just drafted a couple like older players, shooters, winning like Chris Brown. So Nuggets are going back to back, honestly. But okay, my second worst team, my other worst one is the Orlando Magic. Holy shit. What are they doing? Anthony Black, he's a glorified Alfred Payton. Honestly. He's like I don't even know. He's the worst version of Lonzo. He's like Lonzo without any kind of jump shot. Like that's pretty
So
much what he
Lonzo?
is. No, Lonzo shot 40% from 3. But like I just don't get it. Like you have Marco Fultz, who is one of the best playmakers in the NBA. There's one issue is just he can't really stay healthy right now, but his injuries have been either like freak injuries or after he got his whole shoulder injury down like figured out, it was just a torn ACL and like a broken toe. So it's like not like lingering issues usually. And then Markel Fultz, I think he's what top 15 at least point guard in the league. I just don't see why you would draft a player similar style like playmaker in pick 6. And then they have Jalen Suggs, who looked pretty good last year. He just also couldn't really stay healthy. And then Cole Anthony, another point guard. Like this is like the Trailblazers over again, but they actually draft better point guards. Like Cole Anthony is just good. He's good. He's a good scorer. It's just I don't see his role in the team anymore. And then the Magic's number one need shooting. Anthony Black cannot shoot. He said that he wasn't allowed to shoot on Arkansas. He said that the coach just didn't let him shoot, but he actually can shoot. I don't know how much I believe that. I don't know. Maybe he comes in and shoots 37% from 3, and then I'm proved wrong. Because if he comes in and can shoot, I'll take back my worries. But I just don't get it. Like you need to draft a shooter. Jed Howard, I had him ranked like 30th in the class. Like and they drafted him 11. Jed Howard isn't bad, and he's a decent shooter, but he just can't play defense. He can't really pass at all. I don't know. I just really don't like Jed Howard that much. I see the reasoning for the pick. Like just a bigger shooter. He's like 6'8", maybe 6 whatever. He can shoot somewhat, but I think with that pick you have to draft Jordan Hawkins or like Dariq Whitehead. I think honestly, Grady Dick. I don't know. I see the reasoning, but I'm fine with them passing up on him. Honestly, just I don't see how much better he really will get personally, but still, I would rather have Grady Dick over Jed Howard by far.
I
So
think
the
Jalen
Magic,
Suggs would have done a lot better if Grady Dick was on their team.
he easily would have.
Yeah.
Like they would do jersey swaps every game, like
Yep.
pictures
Every
every
game.
game.
Yep.
But the Magic, I don't know what I expected. I just look at them. I just thought that the Magic figured it out. After Paolo last year, oh my god, I love Paolo so much. Paolo's gonna be an All NBA All Star this year, by the way. But I just thought the Magic finally figured it out after drafting Franz Wagner and then Paolo. I thought, the team's going in the right direction. They just need one shooter, maybe 2. I would have drafted probably Taylor Hendricks at 6, and then Jordan Hawkins or Dariq Whitehead at 11, or Keontae George. That's what I'll do, but I don't know. The Magic just disappoint me, honestly. I don't get how people can be fans of that franchise.
Yeah.
Other than Paolo, that's it.
I mean, you're a fan of the Washington Commanders, so
Damn right, though.
okay.
The Commander, this is a new team, though. This is the only second year as Commanders. So,
True.
like, new ownership, new management, new team. I joined that fan base because it's a new team. Get rid of all the Redskins past. Get rid of all the football team past. I was not a fan of those teams, Ben. I'm a fan of the Commanders, and they've only proved me right so far. Brian Robinson, that's real good. Manuel
right.
Mosley.
Let's get going
Hold on,
on
what
to
about
trades.
Josh? What about the Miami
What?
Heat's first round pick?
Yeah, it's okay.
Miami Hawkins.
I just drafted
Don't-
Cam Whitmore.
I mean, yeah,
I didn't mind the pick.
that
I
team would
just
have been unreal.
I just
if they
thought it was way
drafted
too early.
Cam Whitmore.
What?
So that team would be unreal if they drafted Cam Whitmore.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, the pick was okay. I didn't mind it. I just think Cam Whitmore should have been drafted here. That was pretty much the main thing. Or
Okay.
Dick Lively, but he wasn't
But,
available.
yeah, he was already off the board.
I know. I just wanted them to trade up for him,
Oh, okay.
but it was okay.
I mean, I think
don't
he'll be a good fit on the Mavericks, though. Lively.
I don't know. I just think the Mavericks are also pretty poverty. So
Luke is gone. Yeah, you're right.
I just think the Mavericks are one of the dumbest franchises.
Trade Luka to the Trailblazers. Could play small
That
forward.
would be embarrassing. Luka and Dame together, gross. But yeah, this draft, I missed the first maybe like 6 picks only, so I was able to watch the rest of it. But
Yeah,
I
I
just
only missed the first 58 picks.
saw the last 2. Nice.
There's only
Forfeit
15
ones?
picks.
There's
Yeah,
only 50.
I know.
he saw the team's forfeit the
That's
picks.
why I said the forfeited ones. But the draft presentation is fucking horrible. Like they spend more time talking about Wembanyama or talking to people's parents and then talking about the actual player fits and team needs. They just and then Woj just spoiling the picks live on TV before it's even happened. Like the NBA is just embarrassing. Like I don't get it. Like at least they're not doing what the NFL does with sucking up on players' dead family members. That's fucked
That's
up.
only ESPN. Yeah, only ESPN
That's just
does
fucked
that.
up and depressing. That's just so fucked up. At least we're not doing that. But it was not an enjoyable watch today or yesterday. It just wasn't. Usually I like it because like they didn't even show highlights. They rarely showed any highlights for the players they drafted. Like and the people talking, they're okay, but it's just the stuff they're talking about just not interesting and just didn't even make any sense. But I'll continue to watch it. But NBA, get your shit together. Adam Silver, also the team is not called the Pictons, it's called the Pistons. So
No, they're
Adam
the
Silver-
Pictons that day because they're making a pick.
answer the clip.
If I can find it, we'll figure it out.
With the 5th pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Asar Thompson.
It'll be very easy to find.
Some people just stumble over their words. It happens.
Yeah, but it was just funny.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I got. Tariq Whitehead, future superstar.
I guess we'll move on to some trades that happened in the NBA then. We'll start off with Porzingis going to Boston.
Yep.
This is a trade that was pretty much set and then it fell apart, and then they just threw in another team. Or they just added different teams or something like that. I don't remember.
No, the trade, the Malcolm Brogdon trade fell apart
Yeah.
because his injury concerns, and then they just redid the trade completely different from scratch.
With different teams?
Yeah.
Okay. So Celtics got Kristaps Porzingis, the number 25 pick in this year's draft, which I don't know who they took with that, but and then a 2024 first round pick, which is top 4 protected from the Warriors. So I think they'll have that. I think they'll be fine. And the Grizzlies got Marcus Smart. And then the Wizards, were the third part of this trade, got Tyus Jones, Danilo Gallinari, Mike Muscala, who I guess still plays. He's been on the bench for years now. And then the number 35 pick.
Just this trade just doesn't really make that much sense to me, but like I don't like the trade in the Marcus Smart. I liked the trade in the Malcolm Brogdon. I thought that trade was a good one, but trading the heart of your team, who was fully dedicated to the one defensive player of the year. Technically, he won defensive player of the year. I mean, did he deserve it? Who knows? But Khris says Porzingis is going to be a very good fit in Boston. That I do agree with, just because he'll fit really good next to Robert Williams and Al Horford, and then Tatum and Brown. I think that'll be good, but just I don't like the Marcus Smart. And then, yeah.
You don't like him giving up Marcus Smart, or you don't like him
Yeah.
going to the Grizzlies?
I don't like the Grizzlies giving up 2 first-round picks for Marcus Smart, but I don't like the Celtics trading him either. I just think it's kind of dumb for both teams. But I like the Porzingis. I liked the first trade, the Brogdon trade for Porzingis, but
I mean, who's
I
going to
don't
start
know.
at point guard now? Derek White?
Malcolm Brogdon.
Brogdon is? Okay.
I mean, if he's still there, I mean, they know
Right.
they know he wanted to trade him, and then he has injury concerns. So who knows? But probably either Peyton Pritchard, who sucks, or Derek White, probably. Jaylen Brown sure as hell won't start at
No.
point guard. We know
Absolutely
that.
not.
So they both.
Danilo Gallinari said, I feel really bad for him. He was a Celtics fan when he was a kid. He signed with them. He played like 2 seconds with the Celtics and then like fucking broke his tore his ACL or something. And then now he got traded. It's kind of sucks for him. But
Both
yeah.
of the draft picks this year just got traded, pretty much. I don't know who they got traded for. But
what?
Okay.
the 2 picks in the trade, they both were just pick and trades, so I don't know who they actually got back.
Oh,
NBA is complicated as fuck when it comes to drafting.
yeah, it's kind of. Oh, I also don't like all the hats. They put on the hat of the team that had the pick. I think it's just stupid because now the player who's never going to play for that team has all their pictures with this stupid hat that they're not playing for.
I mean, it's always been like that. So.
Yeah, but I think it's dumb because
Yeah.
you see players with the hat, like it kind of ruins the moment. You would think a little bit because it's like
because the trade technically can't become official until free agency starts.
I know why.
Yeah.
I understand why. I just think they should change it. I think they should find a way to change it. But because like let's say I get drafted by a certain team and I get traded on draft night, I don't want all my pictures being with the wrong hat.
Here's an idea: start free agency before the draft, so then we can just have the new league year started, or start the new league year before the draft or something, so these trades can become official.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the solution, but not like the NFL. I want the draft first.
Okay,
for sure. Next trade. What's the next trade?
Bradley Beal is traded to the Phoenix Suns so the Wizards get second round picks in 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, and 2030. And then they swap first round picks with the Suns in 2024, 2026, 2028, and 2030. And then at the time they had Chris Paul. Then they also got Landry Shamet and Cash. And the Suns got Bradley Beal, Isaiah Todd, and Jordan Goodwin.
Jordan Goodwin's good.
I've never
This
heard
trade,
of him, so.
this trade, I don't know. I don't get it. I thought it was horrible for the Suns when it happened because I thought there was going to be no depth on the team. But then I realized that they should be able to bring all their people back. They should be able to bring Josh Okogie, Torrey Craig, Darius Baisley, and Jock Landale all back in campaign. He's on the roster already. They should be able to bring all of them back because they have the rights to them or they have the exceptions, whatever. And they should be able to add 1 or 2 more players. So it's going to be pretty similar, especially if they trade Aiden too. But it should be pretty similar to like looking back at last year as how it was. So I don't know. I just don't really understand who's going to play point guard for him.
Yeah, so I'm saying who's going to be their primary ball handler now?
I mean, I kind of want Devin Booker because he had a year where he averaged 7 assists when he was point guard.
Okay.
So
he can do it, is what you're.
He can do it.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's ideal. But,
Right.
I mean, I think that's what should happen because campaign, he's not the option for starting point guard.
No.
I mean, he's not bad at all.
Because then you're not going to have either Beal or Booker are going to be out of the starting lineup, or one of them's going to be playing small forward.
You probably have a small forward. You probably have put Booker or Beal at small forward. I mean, they could both probably play it because KD would play power forward. But
yeah, that's a small
I don't
lineup,
know.
though, isn't it?
It's the NBA. It's not really. It doesn't really matter anymore.
That's fair. You're not going up against Shaq or anything like that. So.
No, especially I mean they have DeAndre Ayton at center too, so he's a big dude. But this trade just I don't know. It's weird. I'm surprised they got that much for Chris Paul and like picks, but also Bradley Beal. I would not have traded for Bradley Beal if I'm any team. Not one team in the league. If I was the GM, I would trade for Bradley Beal.
I mean, he's the Trailblazers didn't trade for him.
Yeah, that's surprising because the Trailblazers are poverty. But that would have been a good pick, honestly, a good trade for them. But
they'd probably trade like the 3 picks, Shaden Sharp and Jeremy.
That would be
Grant.
unfair.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy. But I just think that Bradley Beal, he averaged 23 points a game the last 2 years. He's known to be this big scorer. I mean, he is, I guess, but 23 points a game.
Hasn't he also been plagued with injuries the last couple seasons?
The last
too?
2 years he has, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's never been a winner. He's never really won anything in the NBA. His 30-point per game seasons, the teams were horrible. And that's the only reason why he even scored that much. He was just a good player on a bad team scoring extra numbers. So, and then he's one of the biggest contracts in NBA history for at least 3 or 4 more years. And he has a no trade clause too. So I would not trade for him if any team, especially the Bucks. I'm really happy the Bucks didn't do it. They were thinking about it, or the Heat, or any team that was in the conversation. Fuck that. That's just the worst. But the Suns, I mean, they didn't really have many options. So the Suns, I don't mind it. Just I wouldn't have done it. But the Suns, I don't really get it. I don't think they're gonna win the championship. Let's just say that. Nuggets are still better than them.
Okay.
What do you guys think about? You guys like it for either team?
No, I don't like it for the Suns at all because again, they don't really have a primary ball handler. I mean, sure, Booker can do it, but like you said, it's not an ideal situation.
Yeah, I mean, he can do it, but I don't know. Ben, what do you think?
Is KD still gonna be on that team next year?
Yeah.
I mean, they might win purely on star power with Ayton, Booker, Beal. They got buckets. Well, I mean,
They do.
whether
Bench
their
is
depth,
tough.
whether their depth carries through. I mean,
I
That's hard to
don't mind the
say.
depth that much. I just don't think. I think that number one, I think Kevin Durant's going to get hurt at some point. I think not Chris Paul. Bradley Beal will probably get hurt. Chris Paul probably will too, but I think Bradley Beal's probably going to get hurt at some point. And then DeAndre Ayton, maybe this is the new coach, new DeAndre Ayton. I like him a lot, but the past couple of years he's just no motivation, no energy, no effort. Just I don't know. Disappointing, but I liked him a lot coming out of college, especially. And in the finals run, he played really well. But
Where did he go to college again?
Arizona. Yeah. He was drafted over Luka and Trae Young.
Yeah, that he was.
And it wasn't a bad pick at the time.
No,
It was actually
he was top
the
prospect.
known
So
pick. It was the known pick. It was like the Victor Wembanyama of that year. Like everyone knew he was going
was that
one.
the first?
Everyone-
It was the first pick.
Yeah. Marvin Bagley too. That was
That was tough.
That's rough.
looking back. It was even like at the time. It was like this is a questionable pick.
Did he get drafted to the Kings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was why he sucked probably. But
Now the Kings
Still.
are good, and he's not on the team.
yeah, but
How
he was injured too. On the
how
Kings.
convenient.
All
All right, next
trade.
trade.
Yeah, next.
All right, this is the Chris Paul trade. So the Warriors get another guard in Chris Paul, and the Wizards get Jordan Poole, Patrick Baldwin, Ryan Rollins, a 2023 protected first-round pick, and a 2027 second-round pick.
This is just crazy. What are the Warriors doing? Chris Paul was about to get cut. I like Chris Paul a lot, but he has injury issues, and he's a point guard, the same position as your best player, one of the best point guards of all time, Steph Curry. I don't like Steph Curry, and he also gets hurt a lot too now the last couple of years. But Chris Paul is not the answer. He's 37 years old.
Yeah, he's up there.
Jordan Poole, I get it. He didn't play good this last year, especially in the playoffs. He was pretty ass, but he's still a high volume scorer. He can still shoot. They just paid him. Like I don't know. And they gave up 2 picks. And
Yeah.
Pat Baldwin, which I don't know. I say potential, but he didn't do shit with the Warriors. But this what is Chris Paul gonna be a backup?
I guess.
Like-
Yeah, I mean he's not going to
Or
start.
are they gonna put Steph at shooting guard?
I don't think
And
you
run
can. I
CP3
think
point?
I think Steph needs to be a point guard, but maybe Chris Paul at shooting guard. Because Steph Curry is a playmaker. And the way he could play shooting guard, but
I mean, this thing. So is
Steph needs
Chris
the ball.
Paul at this point in his career. He's not much of a shooter anymore.
No, he's
no, but I don't think
Past first point.
he's not a backup.
agree.
Clay can play small forward easily,
Yeah.
so I'm not worried about that. But I just don't see how I don't think Steph or Chris Paul are really either shooting guards. Like even Steph can shoot, but he's not like an off-ball shooter like Clay. Like Clay could easily
no,
play
yeah.
shooting guard or small forward, even maybe power forward, depending on the lineup. But Steph, he needs the ball. Like he's not a shooting guard. I just don't get it, especially giving up draft picks. But I don't know. Who knows what they're doing? I give this trade an A+++ for the Wizards.
Yeah.
Young scorer. I don't like Jordan Poole that much, but trading this for Chris Paul, who you're about to
Yes.
cut, like I said, you're literally about to cut him. You traded him for Jordan Poole and multiple picks. Ryan Rollins, he isn't shit. I'm not worried about that.
I
Pat
don't know who that
Baldwin, he'll
is.
probably get cut too. Yeah, exactly. You barely should.
was like
And
Ryan
then,
Reynolds to me.
Yeah, he's probably worse than Ryan Reynolds at basketball.
That's tough.
Okay, next trade, Ben. What do you guys think?
I mean,
That
that's it.
trade was terrible.
Yeah,
I hate the CP3 trade.
I think it's bad for the Warriors, like you said. Good for I almost said
Yeah.
Spurs. The Wizards.
A plus and an F.
Yeah,
So like an A and a D minus.
I gave it an F- for the Warriors. It couldn't have got worse.
It might be one of the worst trades I've seen in a while.
I wouldn't go that far, but it couldn't have got worse.
They could have traded like Klay Thompson away for.
I would
Chris
rather
Paul.
trade Klay Thompson than Jordan Poole.
Really?
Yeah. For sure. And I don't even like Jordan Poole. Like I said, I literally don't like Jordan Poole at all. But I would not have traded for Chris Paul as the Warriors, but I just think I don't know. I would rather have just I don't know. The Warriors are not coming back. They're not going to be a championship team ever again. I'm going to be honest.
Ever again?
We'll see. Mike Dunleavy Jr., this is not a good first move. Not a good first move from him. Bob Myers, he proved he knew what he was doing. Mike Dunleavy, no. Not yet. I mean, this is not based off this trade. Who knows? Maybe it'll get better. Okay, what's the next trade?
That's it for trades.
No more?
No.
Okay.
Now we have some Bucks news. This will probably be non-news in about or whenever free agency starts. But since it has to do with the Bucks, we'll cover it. Chris Middleton declined his player option and is technically now a free agent.
Yeah. He declined it to accept a long-term deal.
Yeah. He'll probably also take less money to make it more team friendly.
I hope so.
How much was his player option? Like 28
40
million?
million.
40 million? Okay, never mind. I
I
was way
don't know.
off.
I don't actually know if that's true. That was just an estimate.
No,
was a
I
lot.
think you're right. Yeah.
I think it
yeah,
is.
It was too much for
Let's just say
how he played last year.
if it was like surface level, he should not have declined it. Yeah, 40 million. He should not have declined 40 million. He's not going to get 40 million. But like I said, it's to get a long-term deal. Injury history the past couple of years. He loves the Bucks. At least he seemed like it. He took a pay cut the last time he stayed at the Bucks. So hopefully he'll do it again. Maybe. But
I just love how people act like whenever a player declines the player option, like they're gone. Like when Draymond declined his player option, that doesn't mean he's leaving Golden State.
like Bruce Brown.
Yeah, that just means they're probably going to try to get a different contract with the same team.
I mean,
it's not that they're leaving.
Yeah. I don't know. As much as I don't know. Chris Middleton, I think this Bucks roster is pretty much capped out. Honestly.
Just trade for Dame, honestly.
Fuck no.
They don't have the assets.
Unless it's just for Drew Holiday. I'll trade you Drew Holiday. That's it. Drew Holiday, Pat Connaughton, and yeah, that's it.
To get Dame in Milwaukee, I'll take anything, honestly. I don't care what the Trailblazers get in return.
Like, I just don't think like the Bucks really have that much to offer.
No, I agree. They don't.
Yeah. A couple years ago, man. Remember I was really trying to get Dame in Milwaukee a couple years ago?
Sure,
I was like all over that. I was trying to trade Eric Bledsoe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't that bad of an idea. Now,
Bledsoe was an all-star that year.
They traded.
It's a bad idea now, but
well, not really, because they traded Bledsoe for Drew Holiday.
Well, no, I'm just saying, Trailblazers wide them trading for Eric Bledsoe.
Well, yeah, I mean,
when that would have worked out.
Horrible trade for them. I'm just saying though, like he had the value, and it did happen for a little bit lower, because Drew Holiday was not that much lower than Dame at the time. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it was not like.
I mean, he did clamp him in the playoffs, so yeah, I can.
I mean, Dame's obviously better. It's just it wasn't like super major difference. Like
different specialties.
Way
defensive specialist and scoring specialist. But
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't want Dame anymore in Milwaukee unless it's just for Drew Holiday. But yeah, Bucks just Adrian Griffin. We'll see. We'll see what you can do here, buddy. But
might as well just get his son on the team.
No.
No?
We have to trade for him. I don't even know who the Hawks would trade him for.
Probably nobody.
Yeah. Marjan Beauchamp, take him. I fucking hate him.
There you go, straight up.
They would never, ever accept that. But Bucks draft, I liked, but Andre
Throwing
Jackson, I like the pick.
Javon Carter, too.
Yeah, I like that.
Who?
Javon Carter?
Oh, yeah. Ben loves Javon Carter, but
Javon, my bad.
I don't know how you say it.
Neither do I.
Okay, that's it for
He's a bum.
basketball.
That it is. Time to move on to baseball, man.
All right. So, you want to do it, Adam?
I don't know, do I?
I mean, you wrote the list.
I did write the list.
Oh, you wrote the list. It means you have to talk
All
about
right.
it.
The
Yeah.
Reds are heating up. And the
Let's give you
NL
my
Central is
thoughts.
getting very close right now.
Whole division's ass. Who cares? Brewers stink. As you see, my
Are the Reds
viewpoint.
going to win the division?
No. This
No?
is just them going on a hot streak. They'll cool off like the Pirates did. Like the Brewers did. The Brewers right now just faced the Diamondbacks and got their shit kicked in like 3 out of 4 games or something like
That they
that,
did.
whatever it was. So I mean, the whole NL is pretty much flipped on its head except for like the Braves.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So, I mean, it's still early. Not even All-Star break yet. The real season starts All-Star break, so yeah.
That do be true.
The whole NL Central is just straight cheeks. Like a 500 record might win the whole division.
It's kind of like the AL Central.
Yeah, both Centrals suck.
Yeah.
Midwest can't play baseball, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the Twins are literally 38 and 38 and winning their division. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when the team that's supposed to win everything just sucks. Like the Cardinals are supposed to be like 4th best team in the NL, and they are last
the
in the
worst
division.
team in the Central. Yep.
Yes.
Almost
a
worst
lot.
team in the NL.
Yeah, they suck. Which is wild to me that they have the payroll they do and are this bad.
Pittsburgh's on a 10-game losing streak. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, the Reds will probably go on a 10-game losing streak eventually.
Kind of like how the A's went on that 7-game win streak and then lost 7 straight.
Yeah, baseball's weird like that. You just kind of gotta go with the flow. Ride them while they're hot, I guess.
How about them Rangers, though? Go Rangers.
Ranger Nation.
Go Brewers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go Brewers.
Just kidding. Fuck the Brewers.
Damn.
Wow. What do you got next, Adam?
Division playoff picture updates at halfway. We're pretty much at the exact halfway point, not
Okay,
the
who's in first place?
Okay,
quote unquote halfway point that happens after.
Me.
Huh?
Who's in first place? Let's see. Me. I think I am.
For what?
Our
All right.
prediction.
I'll
I
read
don't know
off
what
the
our predictions were.
division
Okay.
winners.
Okay. Adam, go to
Oh,
the
it's okay.
standings. Ben, go to our list and read off and see who's right.
I mean, I think we're doing it backwards, but either way, one of us set the list. One of us will have the.
Sure, it doesn't matter. That's
All right,
fine.
I'm at the our predictions.
You're at our predictions. All right.
Yeah.
I have the.
Do you want me to go to standings?
No, I have the
I'll go to
standings.
standings.
I have the standings up.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Let's get stuck.
Okay, so in the AL East, we have the Rays winning right now. Nobody had the
Wait.
Rays winning.
Ben, read it.
Wait. Oh, I'm not scrolled up. No one had the Rays.
Okay, next.
The AL Central, we had Twins.
Nope. I didn't have them.
No, nobody.
AL West, the Rangers.
No.
Mm, mm, Nope.
I had them in the playoffs,
Nobody.
though, so, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
doesn't
That doesn't count.
Doesn't count at all.
Close enough.
Doesn't count.
Okay, I had every team in the playoffs and Adam. Doesn't count.
NL East, we have the Braves.
I had that one.
I also had the Braves.
You guys are geniuses.
Adam had that one.
Okay, keep going.
Josh did not. He chose
Central.
the Marlins.
We're in second
Marlins
place.
are doing
so-
good, aren't they? Still?
Yeah, they're in second place.
No one chose the Reds.
Yeah, for 100%. It was Brewers, Cardinals.
Brewers and
so.
Cardinals, yeah.
And then the Diamondbacks. No one chose that. Can confirm, no one chose that. None of us even had them as a playoff team.
I think
Like
we all
close.
had Padres and Dodgers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had none right?
You had none right. Correct.
What the fuck?
He thought he was On
Blue
point.
Jays-
You thought you were him?
Well, I was in first place.
Well, to be fair,
last week.
me and Adam only have the Braves.
Well, last week I was in first place.
That's
Me and Adam
that's
only
baseball.
have the. Guess what? Who cares?
That's
Because it's
seriously
not the
wasn't
end of the
first
season
place.
yet.
I remember a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
it was.
that's
You don't make
baseball.
the playoffs till the last game, pretty much.
That's fucking rigged.
Everything can change in a week.
Yeah.
A team
One
could
hot
lose.
stretch
Yeah,
and-
a team
yeah.
could
Okay.
lose 5 straight, and the next could win 5 straight, and then it's flipped.
It's flipped.
Like 2 days ago,
Okay.
both Houston and the Yankees were out of the wild card. And now they're the last 2 teams in. So
Yeah.
Okay, is that
Too
it for
early.
baseball? I got one.
what we
thing.
got?
We got one.
It's
We got
All-Star.
one more thing, I think.
Okay.
Oh, I don't really care about All Star stuff because the Brewers
neither.
suck and don't have anyone.
Well, they'll have one
Neither.
person at least. Hopefully,
I
it's
think
Joey
they'll
Wimmer.
have William Contreras probably, if I had to guess.
Joey
But
Wimmer.
Joey Wimmer deserves it.
I
rookie
was
year.
voting in.
Trust.
I was voting him for outfield. Big deal.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to go because it's phase 2 starts on the 26th of voting. So they announced the finalists for each starting. So I'll go over those. We'll start in the NL. First base, we have Freddie Freeman and Matt Olson. For second base, we have Luis Arias and Ozzie Albies. For shortstop, third base. We'll go to third base because that's the order it's in. Nolan Arenado and Austin Riley. And shortstop, we got Josh's boy, Orlando Arcia.
No way.
Yeah.
He's good.
And
man.
Francisco Lindor.
I
He's
need to look
good,
up
man.
his stats.
He's
this
got like a
year.
300 batting average.
Man, Orlando Arcia's a beast. I've been telling you.
He's going crazy
I
this
didn't
year.
believe it.
I
And he's
saw he
actually
was
good.
going crazy this year. I didn't realize he was actually popping off.
And he's actually good. And I told you the Brewers missed out on him.
Bro, we played him
Yeah,
every day.
but the Brewers are just like poverty though. So
This isn't like basketball where scheme matters. He's literally facing the same pitching.
Well, they put him in the wrong order in the batting cycle.
Right,
so-
it messed up his mentality, you know.
It did, and they put him in the wrong position. Like they had him playing like shortstop, and he plays shortstop different now. So his is better.
153 games, 119 games, 152 games in a 3-season stretch.
That's your point.
He didn't do shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because that was the Brewers' fault.
No. Sometimes it's just
coaching.
not anyone's fault. He just
Yeah, bad
found it.
coaching. Orlando Arcia. It's not his fault. That's what I'm saying.
Can we get
It's the Brewers'
Arcia stats this season, Ben?
He's
looking
batting
at
333.
Yeah.
Uh,
5 home
17
runs.
walks, 25 RBIs, 6 home runs, 9 doubles. Yeah,
What
he's
a
doing pretty
beast.
hot.
I know he is. He's good.
Oh, he's gonna go through a cold stretch though. That's
No,
how
he's
baseball
not,
works.
man.
He's going to.
Then he's not.
ha-
He's
he's
gonna
ha-
win MVP.
Gonna win MVP.
No, probably
I mean,
not. It's
with
probably going to
these
be Arias,
numbers-
but
With these numbers, he deserves to at least make an all-star team.
100%.
He is.
So
Okay, Adam, continue your search.
Sean Murphy, right catcher, and Will Smith are the 2 finalists. Then for outfield, we got Mookie Betts, Corbin Carroll, Lourdes Gurriel, and Michael Harris. And then for DH, we have JD Martinez and Bryce Harper.
That's
And
it.
moving on to the AL,
Oh,
for first base,
Arenado better not make the all-star team if his team's this bad.
he's probably the only good player on that team right now.
Yeah.
It's him and I think Gorman's doing all right. But anyways, for AL first baseman, we got Vladimir Guerrero and Yandy Diaz. I was hoping to
Yes.
get something out of it. There he is. All right. Second base, we got Marcus Semien and Whit Merrifield. Third base, absolute snub. It's ridiculous. We got Josh Jung and Matt Chapman. Where the fuck is Devers?
sorry.
Man's got like
sucks.
17 home runs and 50 RBI. Not an all-star finalist. Okay, cool.
It's a popularity contest, Adam. No
And
one
he should
cares
be the
about
most popular
performance.
third baseman, but all right. Shortstop, we
'Cause
got
you're not voting
Bo
enough.
Bichette. I guess I got to vote every day. I didn't vote every day, so it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Shortstop, we got Bo Bichette and Corey Seager. Catcher, we got Adley Rutschman and Jonah Heim. And then for outfield, we got Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, Randy Arozarena, Jordan Alvarez, Kevin Kiermaier, and Adolis Garcia.
I thought Aaron Judge was playing horrible.
No, not even a little bit.
No,
He's doing very
he's
good.
Probably winning an MVP. Maybe.
Is it just the Yankees that suck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, baseball's a team game. That's why the Angels
Beautiful.
always suck.
And then we got top vote getters who get an automatic all-star starting spot. In the AL, we had Shohei Ohtani, so he'll be the starting DH. And then in the NL, it was Ronald Acuna, so he'll be the starting outfielder.
So he's not
One of the
pitching
starting
in the
outfielders.
All-Star game?
He probably will be,
No. Maybe.
but fans don't vote on pitchers, so.
That's
more
coaches.
retarded.
That's probably where the Brewers are going to get some.
Why would they
random
be
ass
allowed to vote on
reliever.
anything then? What's the point?
I don't know.
That's just stupid.
But yeah, that's all I have. Josh, did
That's
you have
all I
something
have.
you wanted to add?
No, I had something, but I forgot it.
Oh, so it wasn't important.
Fair
Got it.
enough.
I don't care anymore now.
All right. Well, that's the end of this episode. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you tuned into the episode at all, thank you for tuning in. And thank you for sticking
Admit-
around.
Admit
Josh has
PS5.
joined the PS5 club finally. Ben, you're
Josh,
next.
go ahead. Admit PS5. I didn't get PS5.
I'm broke. Sorry.
So am I.
So am I. Anyways. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.